And when you can expect another session, head to our website, WFNYnews2.com. In the meantime, let's get to your 4 to 5.
All right, welcome, and I'm Eric Chilton, joined alongside Lauren Coleman and Stacy Spivey. We got a lot to talk about today.
Yeah, I think everyone could hear the thunder.
Yep.
We heard it was really loud. You can see out in the weather garden, look at it shaking because of, I'm guessing, all the rain and maybe wind out there.
Absolutely.
It's got extremely dark as well.
Some of the wind gusts. This is I-40, Gallimore Dairy Road, lots of thunderstorm activity. There's the Colonial Pipeline area. This is not going away anytime soon. We've got another couple of hours to deal with this. And as you might guess, there are severe thunderstorm warnings all across the area. When you look at the radar, kind of lit up, isn't it? Several different sections to look at here. This is right over Greensboro and right over our station too. We're hearing thunder and seeing lightning all around. The hail within this, if we're seeing it in your area, and that will be spotty, right? So they're about 3/4 of an inch in diameter based on radar indication. We haven't had official reports yet. And by the way, if you do get any of that in your area, you want to take a picture and send it to us, put it on social media and tag us. We'll definitely want to take a look at that. Wind speeds within these thunderstorms are up to 60 miles per hour. Let's go into this particular line all over the city of Greensboro. It stretched as far north as Highway 150 at Summerfield and along Battleground too. If you're heading north on 220 there, you'll run into that. Heaviest thunderstorm activities in northeastern parts of Guilford County, ironically where our station is located. If we head north, more rain and thunderstorm activity. This is basically from Highway 150 and heading up toward 87 if you're going into Reedsville and Monroeton in that area. So Rockingham County had a lot of activity, especially earlier in the day. Another thunderstorm warning, and this is in effect until 4:30. That's for parts of Surrey, Wilkes, and Yadkin County. So you can see that's moving just to from the west of King. It'll head south. It may intersect with the Winston-Salem area. Kernersville also seeing a lot of lightning. We were looking at lightning strikes at one point, and if you looked in about a 2 or 3 county area, it was like 500 to 600 lightning strikes. So it was kind of severe quick, and it might exit just as quickly as well. But I want to show you the bigger picture here. And this stretches for all the way from the Charlotte region and upstate part of South Carolina, Greenville, Spartanburg, through the Triad and just to the east of Roanoke. So a big line of showers and storms, and that'll be drifting back to the south and to the west over the next little bit. Just keep in mind, technically, the heat advisory is still in effect for almost all of our counties, but it's a lot cooler now with the rain. That's until 8 p.m. But severe thunderstorm watch tonight until 9 o'clock. We'll be right here and keep you posted on all that. And don't forget, too, that you need to download our app so you can keep up with this. Have the radar right in your pocket. It's right over here, right there, that QR code. Go ahead and download that, and you'll keep that app for you right to your phone. You can check the radar down to street level if you need to.
Now let's get to your 4 to 5 roundup. A man arrested for murder now faces new charges tied to a previous crime. U.S. Marshals arrested Nigel Pegas of High Point last week. During the investigation, officers found evidence tying him to a shooting from July 2021. During that incident, a man was shot in the chest and survived. Right now, Pegas is in the Guilford County Jail. Greensboro city leaders want to hear from the community, hear from you about crime and violence in your community. They're holding a virtual meeting tonight at 6:30. Members of the Criminal Justice Advisory Commission will discuss crime-related trauma and possible solutions. If you're interested in participating, look for the live stream on the city's website. Right now, the Guilford County Sheriff's Office is in need of more detention officers. Tonight, it's holding a second information session for people interested in the job. Participants will have the chance to discuss pay, incentives, certifications, and schedules. Currently, the Sheriff's Office is offering a $4,000 sign-on bonus. That meeting tonight starts at 6 at the Sheriff's Office on West Washington Street in Greensboro. The Environmental Protection Agency has lowered the threshold risk of nonstick and stain-resistant compounds usually found in drinking water. The chemicals are PFOA and PFOS, and sometimes referred to as PFAS. The update sets detection levels near 0, which is so low it can barely be detected. Officials say this will minimize the chance of long-term health complications. PFAS is most commonly associated with kidney and testicular cancer clusters. Right now, water levels in Greensboro are slightly above this rate. We'll find out how they plan to lower it coming up at 4:30. We'll be right back.
Well, thunderstorms scattered all across the Triad right now. Do not have a tornado situation as of yet. This is all just thunderstorm warnings that we see. The Hickory area is getting a little bit too, and also down towards Charlotte. But if you look right across our area, look at this. Lots of lightning strikes. In fact, at one point this afternoon, if you looked in one county, we were seeing as much as 200, 250 lightning strikes. That's a lot across the area. And each of these icons, every time that radar sweep goes by, it's checking to see if we see another strike out there. When you look at this overall, the heaviest rain is right over Greensboro, and then if you're heading 70 to east toward the Whitsett area, you're next in line. In fact, I would say Alamance County, get ready. Northern half of Alamance County in the next 20 minutes or so, you'll see everything that we're seeing here in Greensboro. The possibility of hail is there. This severe thunderstorm warning, which is for Alamance and Guilford, lasts until 4:30, so another 22 minutes on that. Watching all this push down from the north, here's another severe thunderstorm warning, and we'll watch this as it moves by. I think even to the south, Randleman and Asheboro, we're looking at this. This is until 4:30 as well, but I think we'll see a severe thunderstorm warning issue possibly for that neck of the woods in Randolph County in the next 20 to 30 minutes or so. Now, a lot of this will die down, we think, as we head into the night. So look for that high temperature of 94 for tomorrow. That's the same thing, basically a repeat of today. But the weekend, hang in there, folks. It looks a lot better. Lower humidity, sunshine, and cooler, 85 and 83 for Saturday and Sunday.
F. Lee Howell of Kernersville spent the last 30 years traveling across North Carolina, teaching others about the importance of Black history. His love of collecting Black history memorabilia turned into something much bigger than himself. I went to downtown High Point earlier today to find out what the Thankful Heritage Traveling Black History Museum is all about. Hey everybody, I'm currently at the Thankful Heritage Traveling Museum down in downtown High Point, where I'm joined by Executive Director F. Lee Howell. So F. Lee, you were telling me that this museum contains items that you've collected. What's all inside?
Yes, we have the great kings of Africa. We also have the slave trade, the transatlantic with roots. We also have a lot of the history of the civil rights movement, and just many things concerning our history.
How did this idea come to be to create this museum?
Well, my children, when they were in grade school, teachers started asking them how they learned so much, but I taught them with the Ebony and Jet magazines, and so as time went on, more schools asked me to come, and then some of the former Black schools that were shut down because of integration were having reunions, and they asked me to come, and so throughout the years, then we started a 501c3, and next year will be our 30th year, and we're looking for a permanent home.
Wow, 30 years, that's amazing. When people come through the galleries, what do you want them to take home with them?
Want them to be able to see the struggles that people have been through and how people have been able to get their freedom and live up to the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, and to be able to see the fight that Dr. King and a lot of people fought, and each generation, it's up to them to take the mantle and go on and do their part.
Absolutely. So if you're looking to be inspired, looking to learn more about Black history, come down to the museum. Remember, this is a traveling museum. F. Lee says he hopes to find a permanent location in the Triad soon. His historical display can now be found at the Sabrina Tillman Gallery in High Point through June 30th. With the Juneteenth right around the corner, the museum is doing something special to honor the day. I'll have more on that with part 2 tomorrow. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
We need him. Like, he needs
Hey, Coach Lamont, can you hear me?
You need me, huh? I just heard somebody say we need him.
There he is.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you and see you. Can you hear and see me?
Perfect. Are y'all good on mics? Okay. Hold on 1 second, and I'll let you know how much time we have
Okay.
until we have 50 seconds until it's us. How do you do it?
But how are you?
Sorry, you do it. There we go. Okay. All right, we got about 30 seconds. Thanks. Well, right now I am preparing to embark on a major life change. Today is my last day here at WFMY News 2, but before I head back home to Arkansas, I couldn't leave without getting one last uplifting moment from Coach Lamont. Usually he sends us our daily messages, but guess what? Today he is live with us here on the 4 to 5. Good afternoon, Coach.
Good afternoon, Stacy. How are you?
You know, I'm still processing things. I don't think it's fully hit me yet, but I'm sure there's going to be tears shed.
Well, first of all, how dare you? like, who do you think you are that you could just leave? You know, it was something because I saw your post and I reached out to the team there and I said, hey, I have to at least say something to Stacy and just thank her for all the contributions that you've made to U-Day. Now, I'll just say this really quickly. I know many of the viewers, you catch it here at 4, but if you don't, WFMY, they have a YouTube channel where you can go and you can catch the U-Day moment. And how the 4 of you, I would say, have always expanded on the messages has really just touched my heart. And people have reached out to me and have said, hey, are those people scripted to say the things that they say? And I always say to them, no. But Stacy, you always brought such a unique just a unique message on top of the message. And wherever you go, as you go back to Arkansas, you and your family, I just want you to know that God is with you, your husband and your baby, and that you guys will prosper in anything that you put your hands to.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. That means the world to me to hear that coming from you. We definitely enjoy all of your messages, but today I do want some advice from you, okay? Or really anyone, for anyone preparing for a major life change, what would you think that they need to know?
You know, the first thing is just to go with the flow. Just to go, just to do it. So many of us, we sit by and we talk about the things we want to do, and then we do absolutely nothing with the things that we talk about we want to do. You know, Les Brown said something that really hit my heart one day. He said that many of us, we die at the age of 25. We just aren't buried until 75. Wow. What that means is that we have given up on life and we've said, you know, we just have to grow content. This is the best that it'll get. But when you have that unction in your spirit and something says it's time to go, it's time to branch out and do new things, new adventures, you got to go with that. You have to be willing to make the journey you desire to make. It's as simple as that. And this is your time. It's your moment right now. So you have to be obedient and you have to go and do it.
Oh, he's just great, isn't he? I know Lauren and Chilton are over there just like taking it all in too. Coach Lamont, thank you so much for joining us live. It's been a pleasure to be able to, I guess, virtually work with you. Thank you for everything that you do. I think that your messages are always helping someone out somewhere, somehow.
And thank you. You go to Arkansas and you do big things. And when you hit that border, that state is going to know that y'all are there.
Oh.
Trust me.
Well, I'm definitely excited. Thank you, Coach Lamont. You have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Well, though my time is winding down here, I really have enjoyed looking back at the things that I love most about the Triad. Number one, the food, scrambled right there, #1 restaurant in my heart and in my stomach. No, really, I have enjoyed trying all these local places. I feel like the Triad has such an amazing variety of foods here, whether it be Mexican or Italian. We love Elizabeth's Pizza, Village Tavern, Lindley Park Filling Station, Cugino Forno. And also I had the opportunity, you know, working on Sunday GMS. Before the pandemic, we would have people come in and cook, and it was just really cool to meet a lot of the local chefs. Well, #2, the location. We are so close to the beach. Growing up, it would take us 10 to 12 hours to get the beach. And so moving here, and it's only a few hours, that was so nice. We're also so close to so many cities. I've loved looking at, or going and visiting Winston-Salem, High Point, and all the other different cities around Raleigh and Charlotte. That was just cool to see. And then of course, all the mountains are pretty. I can't say I've hiked them, but I've seen them and they're really pretty. Okay, I also have loved all the sports that the Triad has to offer. My husband and I love going to the Grasshoppers games and Carolina football, obviously the Panthers. It's been fun to follow that. One of my big memories from the sports here, I guess, would be when Cam Newton came back to the Panthers. That was an exciting day here at work, but more importantly, Chilton has converted me to a UNC fan. That was fun.
Nice.
Okay, and lastly, the people. Julie Luck, just one of the many amazing, incredible people here at News 2. We say it all the time that we're family, but that really is, it's the truth. We are family here. I'm very thankful for Baylor's daycare. Her teachers, they love her like she's their own, and I couldn't have asked for a better experience. Ron, the director there, you are a rock star because we don't have family here. Like, they would do so much to help us out, and I cannot thank them enough. They were like our second family, and you, the viewers, I've never seen viewers like this. They are so supportive. Yesterday I had hundreds of comments saying well wishes and congrats, and people upset that I was leaving, but that meant a lot to see all that. I've read the majority of them. I haven't gotten through all of them yet, but it was really, really special. And you two are very, very special to me. I'm not gonna cry yet. We still have like an entire show to do, but I just want you to know that you two and the people that are behind that camera and in the other room in the newsroom are a huge reason why this is so hard to say goodbye.
I'm very happy for you because I did it myself. You know, I went to Florida and then came back, and to go back home is like nothing else. And you guys will finally have family close by, which is invaluable once you have kids. I know how that is. So I'm happy for you. I mean, I'm very sad for us, but if I'm your friend, I got to be happy that you're going, you know, it's just sad.
You say that we're special, but you're so special,
Oh my
Stacey,
gosh.
and I know you're going to go far, and I know you're going to do great things in whatever it is that you choose to do because you're a good person. I know I said it yesterday, but you are a true, genuine person, and in this business, that's hard to come by, and I've enjoyed every day working with you. You're always willing to help. Until the very end, you always gave it 100%, and I just know that you're going to go places.
I love y'all.
Yeah, we both do. We know that. And for people at home, what you see is what you get with her, right? I mean, it's what it is. We love you.
I love
we want you to
y'all.
be happy.
Thank you.
So-
I'm very excited. We still have more to come though, and I'm still gonna say goodbye and probably cry. So if you want to see that, stick around.
Stick around for tears. We'll be right back. tell you what, we are hearing lightning strikes all around the station, heavy rains. People are starting to send us some things on social media, or at least I'm getting some text and also some mentions on social about how heavy some of the lightning strikes are. I mean, looking at hundreds of lightning strikes within a county every few minutes, really. It's how strong it is. I mean, look at all the icons that you see here. This is a severe thunderstorm warning. That's Alamance and Guilford. Wind speeds within that thunderstorm are around 70 miles per hour. So you could see some damage with just straight line wind situation. This is all across Greensboro, but it's really moving east toward the Whitsett area. The hail size within that, if you see that, we haven't had official reports yet, but the possibility of hail exists, and it could be 3/4 of an inch in diameter. You can see from Burlington, Alamance now starting to get the brunt of this, really, from Altamaha south to Burlington and right along 54 there and 70. You'll see that. If you're in the Mebane area, get ready. That's moving your way in probably 10 to 15 minutes, and it'll be a quick change because the leading edge of that is fairly strong. I was looking around for any rotation. We're not seeing a whole lot of that right now, so we'll keep an eye on it because that changes minute by minute. Every time that radar sweep goes by, we get new data to crunch. But level cross to Randleman and down to Asheboro, seeing heavier showers and thunderstorms. These will be widely scattered across the area. Again, most of these thunderstorm warnings run until the next few minutes, and then we'll see if the National Weather Service extends them. I have a strong feeling some of these will be extended. The overall look at this, it's moving to the southeast, but not that quickly. I mean, 15 to 20 miles per hour. That's kind of normal for us as we head into the next little bit. So until about 7 or 8 o'clock tonight, we'll keep an eye on this for you. That's kind of our calming down situation. Temperatures will drop and it'll be a little bit better. But until this front clears us Friday evening, we'll have to deal with this. So tomorrow, same story, 94 degrees, 30% chance of a late day storm or shower. Weekend's perfect though, low to mid 80s. We've got sunshine, lower humidity, same story Monday. And next week, hot again, mid 90s, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Think about this. Have you ever wondered if your coworker is making more than you, or if you're getting paid fairly?
Historically, wondering is about how far folks go with that thought, but a new study shows times are changing.
Ben Thompson in Charlotte highlights a new social media trend that's got coworkers sharing their salaries.
And about how much money do you make per year?
Just about maybe 1.2 million a year, that's it.
It seems like a really personal question, but in the 21st century, it's becoming a common conversation.
It is not easy convincing random people to tell you how much they make because some people feel like that's an invasion of privacy.
Adam Ali now spends his days asking folks to reveal their salary for his TikTok account, American Income.
After going to college for about a year, I myself was having trouble figuring out what I wanted to do, what profession I wanted to be in.
Figuring out his own life, folks have been following along. His TikTok account has gained more than 85,000 followers and more than 1 million likes in less than 2 months.
It's surprising how much young people are getting paid this well.
Ali tapping into a growing trend across the country. A recent Bankrate survey found 42% of Gen Z and 40% of millennials say they've shared their salary with a coworker or a professional contact, far more than their older peers.
There's so many factors that make younger people more likely to break these taboos. And I think social media is a major part of it. It's made people more comfortable with being open.
Bankrate analyst Sarah Foster says the Great Resignation is leading to a new level of urgency when it comes to salary transparency.
It's only going to help with your wallet as far as making sure that you get a raise or know that you're being paid fairly.
Foster says it's probably best not to disclose your salary on Slack or Microsoft Teams, and do it outside of the office, so you're not revealing your pay on company time.
Mic check, Jalen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got me? Can you hear me, brother? Can you hear me? Thank you.
Hey there, welcome back to your 4 to 5. Eric Chilton here alongside Lauren Coleman and Stacey Spivey.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching us on WFNY News 2, Fire Stick, Roku, and the WFNY News 2 app. And we're also on Facebook, so if you're in the comments, give us a shout out. We want to hear from you.
Yeah, but of course, all eyes are on the weather right now. I know some people on our Facebook chat were saying that they've already lost power.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing that. It's not widespread, but we do have patches of that happening around the area, and here is why. Yeah, we're lit up here, aren't we? Lots of thunderstorm warnings. This one until 5:15. That includes the northern half of Randolph County and then pretty much the southern tip of Guilford County. That's Alamance, Chatham, Guilford, and Randolph affected by that. The National Weather Service is putting out the threat is considerable, and the reason for that is straight winds, and you could have a 70-mile-per-hour wind gust easy within those thunderstorms, and then also the lightning, of course, causing problems. A lot of lightning strikes across the region. In some cases, we've seen hundreds, literally 500 lightning strikes in a small amount of time over 2 or 3 counties. So get ready for that. Let's give you an up-close view. You can see from eastern half of Greensboro headed toward northern Alamance County, dealing with heavier thunderstorm activity. If we go out to a slightly wider shot here, Burlington's in the thick of it. Also Pleasant Garden, seeing that. So from Pleasant Garden, if you drew a line from the southwest back up to the northeast and really extends all the way north to the border there. You can see from Altamaha to Burlington, also Rock Creek and Pleasant Garden, all seeing lots of lightning and stronger winds. Even to the south, Randleman and Asheboro seeing that as well. The lightning strikes are pretty plentiful. The bigger view here, you kind of see the overall pattern, right? It's pushing from the northwest back down to the southeast. Severe thunderstorm warning goes into the 5 o'clock hour for Wilkesboro and stretches over into Yadkin County and Yadkinville as well. We'll see these probably hit or miss. They'll be coming and going every 45 minutes or so into the night, and we think it may last as long as maybe even 9 o'clock tonight. So if you look at this, severe thunderstorm watch for every county you see highlighted in that pink cover, and that's until Thursday at 9 p.m. That's tonight. And then all the counties plus the ones you see in orange, everybody's under a heat advisory technically, but the rain, of course, helps us with that. All right, we'll be watching this heading into the night. Look for tomorrow a 94-degree high. Same story as today, 30% chance of a shower. Low to mid 80s and cooler and sunny for the weekend. Same story on Monday, but hot again for the remainder of next week.
We're still dealing with that hot weather across the Triad, and as Chilton just mentioned, we're going to see some more of it. Many people are searching for relief and oftentimes rely on public places to stay cool. Tomorrow, the main lobby of the Interactive Resource Center in Winston-Salem is closed. Leaders there say it's a popular air-conditioned area for people looking to beat the heat. The United Way of Greater Greensboro says days like this can put people experiencing homelessness at extreme risk of heat-related illnesses like heat stroke. That's why they're partnering with the Volunteer Center of the Triad to create Beat the Heat kits.
People experiencing homelessness are still people, and they deserve the right to be cool and be able to have some sort of relief in this heat. I mean, days like today, it would be nice to have some sort of fan or a cooling towel, sunscreen, that sort of thing.
You can help by donating the items on your screen. Just those drop-off bins are set up at the United Way and Volunteer Centers of the Triad's central office. That's 1500 Yanceyville Street in Greensboro. Collection ends Monday, June 20th.
Turning now to an update from the Environmental Protection Agency. Officials have updated the threshold risk of the compounds PFOA and PFOS.
These chemicals are usually found in drinking water and commonly referred to as PFAS. Take a look at your screen. It is used to make some non-stick and stain-resistant items like frying pans.
They're also used in makeup, water repellent, clothing, carpets, and some firefighting foams. If the chemical gets in a person's bloodstream, it can remain there indefinitely and cause cancer.
Right now, PFAS levels in Greensboro are slightly above the new federally acceptable levels. WFMI News 2 Jalen Gilkey spoke with city officials on their plans to lower it. Jalen?
6 years ago, the EPA set the PFAS limit at 70 parts per trillion. This week, they lowered it to 0.004. At last check, the PFAS levels at Greensboro's Mitchell water treatment plant here were at 32, well below the old limit, but well above the new one. The city told me they know they need to make adjustments.
So for us, it's to put us on notice or on warning, which we have been, that this is a concern for EPA, for the states, and for us. And there are long-term health implications tied with these substances. It's a guideline, it's a notification. We need to be alert and to be planning to address this emerging contaminant that's in our community for the long-term health of our community.
The city's Water Resources Department says they've seen the change coming for some time, and they've spent a few years preparing.
And I want to let all of our customers know we have started this process of looking at this and addressing these emerging contaminants. It goes all the way back to 2015 when we first had City Council pass a resolution to do an evaluation of our watershed. I do want to put all of our customers at ease. Yes, we have these emerging contaminants at low concentrations in our drinking water. But if you look at the health advisory, it's a lifetime risk. We are putting our plans in place to address it permanently.
The city wants it to be very clear, our water is still safe for all uses, including drinking.
Let's get to your 4 to 5 roundup. Right now, concerns are rising about the fate of 2 American veterans in Ukraine. Andy Wynn and Alexander Druki left their homes in Alabama to serve with Ukraine's army. Family says they are missing and believe they were captured by Russian forces. The Kremlin says it's unaware of their capture. The White House says, if confirmed, it will do everything it can to bring the 2 men home. Russia has extended WNBA star Brittany Griner's detention until at least July 2nd. She was arrested back in February when Russian officers say she allegedly smuggled cannabis oil in her luggage. The White House says she's being wrongfully detained and is working to bring her home. There's another blow to efforts to fix the formula shortage. The Abbott formula plant in Michigan is shut down once again, this time due to severe weather and flooding. Right now, production on specialty formula was stopped, but the company says they have enough supply to meet current demand. They will need to re-clean and re-sanitize the plant before they can resume production.
Hey, let's face it isn't easy being a mom. Handling mom duties during a pandemic made it even more challenging. A new support group in Winston-Salem strives to make things easier on moms. It's called the Mom League. Winston-Salem moms Annie Chambers and Kelly Maxey launched it last month with a 6-week newborn class series. The course includes help with everything from lactation to mental health. Next week, we'll wrap up their first 6-week course. The feedback, exactly what they hoped for.
It's just been a really positive, experience so far for a lot of the moms, and that just really fuels our fire to create this experience and continuum of being there for moms as they enter each phase of motherhood.
They plan to hold classes to help through each stage of motherhood, including toddler classes. Those would tackle things like potty training and temper tantrums. In the future, they'd love to have moms and dads nights out as well as play groups for the kids. This was all inspired by Annie and Kelly going through motherhood during the pandemic. Both have little ones and wanted to make sure other moms feel supported during these challenging times.
There's this massive drop-off of care. You have an OB appointment almost every week at the end of your pregnancy, and then all of a sudden, here's your baby. We'll see you in 6 weeks. Good luck. So we just really wanted to step in at that crucial time and let the moms come together.
July 19th starts the next newborn series. They recommend signing up when you're pregnant. And for anyone concerned about money, they do have scholarship opportunities for the program. If you're interested in learning more, we do have a link in this story on WFMYnews2.com. We'll be right back.
Hey, ice cold milk and an Oreo cookie. You both have lines in this, so just be aware.
Thunderstorms moving across the area. Now we're watching. There's always that delay from when you get the heavier rains to seeing some flooding issues, and we're starting to see that too. Talk about that in a minute. Let's go ahead and kind of recap where we stand right now. And by the way, the area you see in this green area, which is a lot of Greensboro and heading over toward McLeansville, that's where we're concerned about some flooding. Again, we'll show you that in a sec. Until 5:15, we have this severe thunderstorm warning. That's for parts of Alamance, Chatham, Guilford, and Randolph County. Wind speeds within those thunderstorm cell anywhere from 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts that can happen there, and hail could be as strong as, or as big, we should say, as an inch in diameter. Also, look back to the west, parts of Wilkes and Yadkin County, seeing this. Just to the east of North Wilkesboro, we're seeing hundreds of lightning strikes in a matter of minutes, and that's moving along 421, heading right over I-77 right now. So Yadkinville will be next in line for that, and Elkin might see a little bit of that. Definitely Winston-Salem, western parts of Forsyth County. You've got about 20 minutes till the heavier showers move through yet again. To the south in Randolph County, that's from Ramseur up to Randleman and Level Cross. A lot of lightning there. That's as you head toward, it'll be moving toward Liberty and 421 in the next 20 minutes or so. So all of this moving at about 15 to 20 miles per hour to the southeast. And look at the broad picture here. There's that flooding that we're talking about, and here's why. When you go in and kind of query some of our radar indications here, you're seeing 1 to 2 inches of rain just in the northern parts of Greensboro there, about about 1.7 if you head southeast, a little bit between Greensboro, the city, and Pleasant Garden. So anytime you get 1 to 2 inches of rain or more, you will see some flooding in that area. Look at this, though. If you go back toward Forbush and the Rockford community in Surrey County, that's 2.6 inches of rain. And this is that flash flood warning, which just went into effect. That's parts of McLeansville, Greensboro, and the Lake Jeanette area, so it's northern parts of Guilford County. Probably not as far north as Summerfield, but right on that edge, and then going down to the city proper in Greensboro. That's until 7:15, and we'll watch for flooding. It's that delay that we see sometimes. And then the severe thunderstorm watch for just about everybody until 9 o'clock tonight. Here's what the 7-day looks like. 94 tomorrow is a repeat performance, the exact same thing. And then this weekend looks great, low to mid 80s and lower humidity. Best news there, lots of sunshine. We'll be watching the radar for you into the night tonight.
The U.S. is sending another $1 billion in military aid to Ukraine. It includes 18 howitzers, thousands of radios and night vision devices, and funds for training and maintenance. Several European nations are also contributing artillery. The U.S. has now provided Ukraine more than $5.5 billion in aid since Russia invaded in February.
Well, how can you help those families in Ukraine? Well, the short answer is you can eat pancakes this Saturday, made by the one and only Cheesecakes by Alex.
You know, I mean, I've always been about food. I mean, that's my world, you know? I mean, I love to eat. I love to feed people. And what's been going on in Ukraine has just been horrible to watch. And you always wish there was some way you could help, but we're so far away. So the best way for me to help is to feed people.
So Alex Amoroso, you know him as Cheesecakes by Alex, has a donation page set up for World Central Kitchen, but his big dream is to feed you pancakes for Ukraine. That is his fundraiser. Alex is making the cakes, and the Greensboro Curb Market is hosting the event Saturday, June the 18th. So that's this Saturday at the Greensboro Curb Market at Yanceyville.
Those look so tasty. I love some pancakes. So I know pancakes are on the menu, but tell me more. What else is there?
Okay, so he's doing lemon blueberry pancakes because those are the colors of Ukraine, right? The blue and the yellow.
Yeah.
And I believe that the blueberries are, some of them anyway, are going to come from his farm.
So that all sounds absolutely delicious. Is there a set price, and do they take debit cards?
Okay, so there isn't a set price for this particular pancake day. He's hoping that folks are just going to simply donate and be generous when they donate, right? And the market is set up for those types of things on a regular basis. So they do take cash or credit card or debit card or whatever.
I think this is absolutely great, especially when people know they're doing something for a cause. They're more willing to give and give more than they probably would for a typical pancake.
And I know that we're all dealing with stuff right now, but I can't even imagine living in a war.
No.
So even though we're struggling, a lot of us are, remember to think about the other people that are dealing with some things that are far worse.
And I know that the weather's not good right now, but Saturday is going to feel great, right? It starts like at 8 o'clock in the morning, so you bring your family. Everybody gets the pancakes. Usually when I go to Pancake Day, it's usually like $10. You know, for the pancake meal or whatever, or sometimes it can be $5 for the pancake meal. So just keep that in mind. Alex, of course, no stranger to making hundreds of pancakes. I try not to miss the special pancake mornings. This one was Blueberry Pancake Day last year. He and his team make up the batter. They showcase the local farm offerings. Again, this time, all the money goes to the World Central Kitchen to feed Ukraine. Now, this right here is video from that website. You can see the mobile kitchens that they have set up and the people that they're already feeding. The Pancakes for Ukraine event is, again, Saturday, 8 a.m. until whenever they run out at the Greensboro Farmer Curb Market. We'll be right back.
Huh?
No.
No.
I'm trying to read the 5.
No,
I'm
we
sorry.
didn't.
What was? Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
Okay, I got you.
Still tracking thunderstorms as they move to the southeast and still right across the area. The bad news with this is a lot of these, it's not so much the damaging winds, although wind gusts could be a problem. It's the fact that they're not moving all that fast. Picking up a little bit, but 15 to 20 miles per hour moving down to the southeast. All right, let's kind of recap what's happening around the area. This is probably our biggest area with showers and thunderstorms, and that's part of Alamance, Chatham, Orange County, and Randolph County, all in this huge area where they're seeing thunderstorm activity and lots of lightning. They have since the National Weather Service now takes Guilford County out of that as it moves to the south and to the east. This to the west, big mess here from Elkin south all the way down to Love Valley, really, and that's a lot of rain and lightning strikes. We were seeing upwards of 200 lightning strikes in a short amount of time there, and again, one of the other problems is flooding because they're not moving that quickly. You could get 1 to 2 inches of rain in a short amount of time, and anytime we see that, we can see flash flooding across the area. Level Cross and Randleman, be ready for a shower or two there as well, and just know that 1 to 2 inches of rain has been happening all across the Triad, and we will watch for the flooding possibility. That is something that we could see. Tomorrow's a repeat of today. We'll keep you posted, but just hang in there for the weekend because we go with 85 and 83 and low humidity. That is a perfect Greensboro and Triad day on Saturday and Sunday. Monday, not bad either, 87. Heat turns back up. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, mid-90s.
Well, the time has come. We're nearing the end of our show today. I didn't want it to come because it is Stacey Spivey's last day. I'm seriously going to miss you.
We both will. Everybody here loves you, and she knows that. She knows that the way we talk about you and to you all day. Just a sweet person.
Yeah, absolutely. You're so sweet. We wanted to take a look at memory lane as some of Stacey Spivey's best moments.
Who is Stacey Spivey? Everyone's probably like, who is that girl?
We could not leave you today without wishing Stacey once more.
Oh my God!
Happy birthday with this lovely, lovely cake.
My husband Jake and I are having a baby. We talk about the best Christmas gift ever.
Look who's back, Stacey Spivey.
Yeah.
It even says it up here.
Stacey Spivey. Stacey, we're so happy to have you.
I'm so happy to be here, guys. We're all wearing pink today.
We are.
Bland.
On Mondays we wear pink.
I guess so. I like it.
More dancing. Look at this.
Hey.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to be Irish, but I'm
It's
not.
like, what did I get myself into today? Y'all ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go!
Make sure you don't get the arms down in there.
Okay, done.
No.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I haven't even. Well, we still.
I mean, I did it this morning,
Two.
so.
Job well done.
Aw.
So it's hard, right?
Yeah, I knew I would be an emotional mess. Sorry, I know y'all probably can't even understand what I'm saying. just thank you. Thank you to all the viewers from Texas to Arkansas to Virginia to here. If it weren't for this career, I would have never met my husband. I would have never met wonderful, incredible people like you two. I'm so sorry. This is just gonna be such a big change. I'm so excited though because I get to go home to my family and have help with Baylor, which is gonna be something that I haven't experienced, to have help. But I'm gonna miss everyone here. This journey has been pretty wild, just kind of going everywhere and meeting different people, but I'm so thankful for it, that God gave me the opportunity to live out my dream as a news anchor and to be able to have an outlet and a way to share his message, and I hope that I did that as much as I could.
You did. You did. You've done so many impactful stories, and just having you here on the 4 to 5, because when I got here, you were about to go on maternity leave, and then when you came back, that's when we really got to get to know each other and work with each other. And you have brought just such an interesting and unique perspective to this show, and I learn from you every day. And like I said, you're just such a great person, and anyone who gets to work with you, they're going to be very lucky.
And one thing, I hope I'm not overstepping boundaries here, this isn't just Stacey leaving us, but she's changing her careers. And so I know this is a big, huge step for you. You have the most wonderful husband and baby and family, like all you guys together are just wonderful people. You should be proud of who you are and what you've done so far in your life. And Lauren's right, wherever you step in that door, they get a ray of sunshine and somebody that'll bring positivity to every single day. We love you so much.
I love y'all. These two are incredible people, have been there for me when I've cried and when I've laughed. It's just, y'all been with me through some of my biggest life moments. Everybody here in the Triad. So just thank you so much for letting me live out my dream.
Friendship doesn't go away just because you move, right?
I'm gonna come and hug you guys.
Give hugs. Lots of hugs.
This is true friendship, guys.
We'll be right back. Stay there.
Mwah.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, call me.
Hey there, check 1, 2, check, check, check.
Hi, Callie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Now my mic's on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
As you know, today is Stacy Spivey's last day here at News 2. We were sad to hear the news of her leaving, but excited to see what her future holds. Anytime an anchor or reporter leaves, people will often say to me, wow, it seems like everyone is always leaving. I don't agree with that. I think it just seems that way because you see and hear Stacy every day. There's no more turnover here than anywhere else. Truth is, turnover can also be a good thing. It can mean the person who's leaving is moving on to something to better their lives or better their situation. But it can also mean another colleague is getting a chance to fill their shoes and grow in their profession. I get it, it can be jarring to lose someone you've watched for years. You might be surprised to know many of our employees have been here for decades. Many others, including myself, are approaching 1 decade. Behind the scenes, we've got photographers who've been here for many, many years. Some of our bosses have been here for decades. The culture of WFMY lives on through our legacy employees. It's always exciting when we bring in new members to our circle. It's fun to share the culture we embrace and the work family we're constantly growing. We can all agree change can be hard, but it's how you learn and grow from it that matters. That's just my 2 cents. And your 4 to 5. WFMY News 2 at 5 starts right now.